In this particular video, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my perspective of the vibe coding, which is getting quite of strength nowadays days. Like anyone is getting into the code and they are building some stuff. Uh, I've tried vibe coding since the last month, and I have some thoughts which I would like to share about the vibe coding. Is that vibe coding, like here is all the agendas which I'm going to talk about in my video. Is that who should use vibe coding? Does fresher also use vibe coding, or this AI stuff? Or I'll share you the conclusion of the vibe coding as well. So before that, let's jump back to my cursor tab and let's see what a vibe coding is actually. So I'm gonna do one thing. Okay, do not open the Siri. I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna open a Finder and just go to the, let's say, developer, and let me create a new folder. Let's say vibe, and let me do one thing. Let me just open it with the cursor tab. Can I open it with the cursor? Okay, perfect. It is now open with the cursor tab. So what a vibe coding is, let's say you want to build a website using Next.js and you wanted to build a to-do application in Next.js. So I'll do one thing. I'll just ask him, let's say auto, whatever it is, do one thing, create a to-do application in Next.js, and it should have nice animation. Okay, so it will generate some of the random code which I do not know what is going to happen. I do know Next.js and I will improve that, don't worry about that. But the thing is, let's say there is a new guy who do not know Next.js at all, okay, who do not know Next.js at all and wanted to create its own application using Next.js, and he just prompting everything with ChatGPT or Copilot, whatever you use, and getting us results. For the very small projects which you know that it is going to work, it is good, you should use that, no worries. But let's say there is a very big project. Let me just do one thing. Let me just finish it real quick. Let it load. Let it do what it takes to load it. Okay. So let's say you have a very big project and you are using vibe coding there, or proofreading all your things to the Copilot and getting suggestions into that, and basically build your application with that. So you will build your application, no worries with that. It will run, it could run, it might run. I'm not saying it will run, it could run. But the problem with the vibe coding is that, let's say you tell them, okay, do one thing, create a model. It will create a model. It will do small task for you. Let's say you tell him, okay, create a model. It will create a model with this parameter. It will do it. Very good, that's good. But let's say you give him a very complex task, he will do it, but there are very high chances, there are very high chances that you will, and at the end you will encounter a bug which you have to backtrack. And trust me, when I say this, building that feature from the scratch will take you less time than backtracking that same thing which the AI did. That is the exact line which I faced. Because the thing is that when I was using the vibe coding at all, I was building it for a very large application. I tried it web coding for the one and two things. I have not used it much. So the result of that is that I lost control of my code. Let's say if I am doing the code personally, and let's say if I basically tell the AI, okay, do one thing, do this, he eventually do that, but I lost control of my code. If I do the coding by myself, I know that, okay, if I wanted to find a function, this is the file, you will get the function here. But with the with the vibe coding, I do not know where the function is, how it is even using. The Copilot actually add multiple bunch of other stuff which we do not need in our application. So the thing is that vibe coding is good for the very small task, and which okay, this is going to work. But let's say if you do not know what is going to happen with your code, let's say you do not know, okay, is this can this work with the coding part, you can do it. Okay, so it has built the application. Let me do one thing, let me just copy and paste this particular thing, and I'll ask him, okay, I am facing this issue. Let me just do this. Let me just take a screenshot, because this is how the some people are doing it. They are just taking screenshot and they are saying this fix this issue. How do I know it? I do not know the. Okay, let's fix this issue. What I did, I just take a screenshot and just paste it here. Fix this issue. Let it see what the error is. It will do whatever it takes. I'm not basically seeing the coding part which he has done. I'm just making accept all, and let's see what's going to happen. Okay, this is the to-do list it created. I'm not able to see anything. See, it does create a very simple things. See, it added some animation, it added a delete functionality, that's good. But let's see, in the next few features, let's say I wanted to tell him, okay, do one thing, that add multiple features. Let's say add app right as a backend, add authentication, add this and that. You will face error eventually, and fixing that particular error, AI will not help you out with that. So here is the conclusion of this particular video, is that who should do vibe coding? Developer who is experienced enough that what AI is going to do with its code. Developer who is experienced that, okay, those are the steps AI did, I can do the same step, but it will take you much longer time. Only that developer, experienced developer, should use vibe coding or this prompt coding, which you can say. But any new developer, let's say there is a new guy who just started coding and using vibe coding for its application, or let's say building some stuff, should he use that? A big no. The only reason why I'm saying that why he should not basically use this Copilot and other software, because eventually whenever he joins a new company and basically get into that position and start working out, because there are multiple organizations which do not use AI for their projects, who do not use vibe coding or any copilots in their projects, and they will not allow you to use the same. They want you to use your brain and do the coding stuff. In that case, my friend, you will not able to do that particular stuff. At the end, you will lose motivation and whatever can happen. So who should use vibe coding? Only the experienced developer who knows what the AI is doing. That's it. And let's say if you are new and get addicted of that vibe coding stuff, because it is quite addictive at once, because you just have to enter prompt and it started building that thing. So let me tell you how this thing become addictive. Let me just give it a prompt. Okay, make my to-do thing beautiful, do whatever you want. Okay, this is the prompt which I give. There are a bunch of other developers who are very new to those things. Use this particular parameters, or let's say prompt, and basically enhance the UI. So again, you are a developer. If you are new to this developing stuff and using this coding method, how it is being shown in this particular video, is not good for you. is literally not good for you, and it is not good for upcoming stuff. Let's say you are in a very big project, and let's say you wanted to, you are a team leader, and let's say someone asks how to solve that particular. At that point of time, my friend, you will not get much of the thinking stuff, because coding is much of more of a thinking stuff, like how those things should work, what should be the thinking process of doing that particular thing. For an example, let's say you are creating a function who basically adds two number. It is quite an easy function to be made, but let's take an example. So let's say you ask AI to do that stuff, boom, it will do it. But let's say if you wanted to do that particular stuff, it will take you much longer time to do that, and that is fine if you're just starting it. But let's say if you're in a particular state that, okay, I am in the particular level and I do know that particular stuff. Let's say someone junior asks you how to do that particular stuff, which is quite easy, and you do not know how to answer it, so that your thinking capacity will get deplete if you are much more basically dependent on those AI stuff. So everyone should use this only to learn stuff, to learn things, and that's all. Okay, and here are some steps how you can basically use AI in your workflows. Is that, let's say I have asked him to make the UI beautiful, so I'm not blindly accepting all the parameter, all the coding changes he's going to do. I'm going to take a look, okay, what are the things he did. Okay, he had a container variant, okay, that's fine. He added some opacity and some CSS, inline CSS basically, okay, that's good. What else he has done? He has added some more styling stuff, okay, accept. Okay, and then accept file, perfect. And the only reason why I accepted this file, because I know what are the things he did. Even next file, okay, here added some more opacity and accept file. And for the sake, I'm gonna accept all. Let's see, I'm facing this use state problem, so I'm gonna use the client where I'm facing that to-do list.txt, and I'm gonna ask him to do that. Okay, I think it's fixed, no worries. So this is how it done. So I'm gonna add, okay, see, this thing is look much more cleaner, much more beautiful than this. It's, and that's how it became addictive. See, I just added some prompt, it added some styling, gradient, and hence it is done. So the thing is that I am a developer who knows Next.js. It's beneficial for me how to use those things and what are the things he's doing. That's good for me. But if you are new, who do not know any of much of the stuff, you should not take a look into that. Okay, let's end the discussion of who should use vibe coding, who should not use. Let me just tell you what are the platforms I use for the vibe coding, and let me tell you, this video is not sponsored by any of those platforms. I'm just telling you for the sake of information. So let's start it with that as well. So first I was using the Copilot, which is great if you have GitHub Student Developer Pack. It's awesome. You do not need Cursor or any other Windsurf or whatever what else available. It's great out there. You just ask him. But the problem with the with this Copilot, that the context window of those things are pretty low. You cannot add much of the context, and you will eventually need much more context whenever you build stuff. So that is my first priority, that okay, you can use if you are basically a good developer and wanted to use AI in your workforce, you can use Copilot if you have Student Developer Pack as well. Second one is Cursor. It is a great tool which you can use to basically enhance your workflow, enhance your coding stuff. It is a good editor. who done a lot of stuff, and the model he used is phenomenal. Like all the thing it is doing, it's good. Pricing you can take a part, you can take a look. I recommend to subscribe any one of them and do use them. Like it, those are great for the developing stuff and others. And one last tip which I would like to give: ask questions AI. Okay, here's one thing you can ask him. Okay, what are the changes you done? Ask him, like, what are the changes you done? Debate with the AI, learn from the AI. That's it. Also, that is also a great point. Like, if you debate with the AI, you will get to know more and more about your code. Okay, there are two types of developer. One is OG developer who are like who have around 6 to 7 years of experience. Second one is us who are with the AI in our hand. How the OG developer became a good developer? Because they have Stack Overflow with them. Okay. Why they are OG? Because let's say, let's take a look into an Stack Overflow problem. Let's say this. Let me say, getting error in hello world. Let's say this Stack Overflow. See, if you get in here, you will get multiple perspective of multiple people's. Okay, there is a problem, install VS Code and then install this for Windows, and then who has done this and was expecting hello world, and it is getting some error which I cannot interpret as of now. It is saying that you might be missing this. So if you read those things, you will get much of a perspective of how different things are working, how different people are thinking, and how they are actually the problem is can be solved in different ways, because there are multiple solutions of the same problem. See, sorting in algorithm, you can use bubble sort, quick sort, whatever sorting algorithm. So there the goal method is of sorting. The goal is of sorting, and there are multiple methods of sorting those things. So the Stack Overflow provide a multiple perspective of how to solve that particular problem. So I would recommend all the initial developers who are just starting their coding, just go to the Stack Overflow, search a problem, search a question, and see what are the solution they are providing, because there are very high chances that you will get multiple solution of that particular problem, and there are very high chances that you will get solution of your problem into that particular solution that Stack Overflow is providing. And the problem with the AI is that it only give you one solution of that particular problem, but Stack Overflow give you multiple solution of that particular problem. Which is best? If you have multiple solution, that is great. So I would say that for now, use Stack Overflow rather than using Cursor or Copilot or anything else. So yeah, that's it for now for this particular video. As I know that I've not been very frequent in this channel, I do know about that. Actually, I'm quite busy with my work lately these days, and videos will come sooner or later. Don't worry about that. I do not forget about this channel, don't worry. And yeah, that's it for now, and do let me know in the comment section what are your takes on this vibe coding stuff. And yeah, that's it for this particular video. And there is one last thing which I would like to tell you, that if you are if you get any problem during my entire coding process, let's say, let me tell you one thing, uh, that Doctor with Ramanch. Can I search? Yep, perfect. Okay, there is one thing I would like to tell, that let's say in my entire portfolio, whatever you see in front of me, like all the videos, if you face any errors, any problem whatsoever, do not hesitate. You can write comments on those videos. I will definitely reply back as soon as possible. You can particularly it's better if you basically search me on the LinkedIn and just connect me, and I'll try to solve the problem there. Yeah, that's probably it. I'm not this section is completely optional. You can basically skip that particular section. So yeah, that's probably it for for the video, and I would say good morning to you. It's probably 3:21. I'll cut this part. Huh? So that's it for this video. Keep reading, keep exploring, and do let me in the comment section what are your take on the vibe coding and other things. And let's say if you have any particular ideas on the videos or particular topics which you want me to cover, so I will definitely cover, and just write it a comment on that. Okay, I want video on that particular topic, and I will make them. I would love to make videos, and that's it for this video, and bye bye.